Alright, so welcome to a scenario. What if the Roman Empire, at their peak, kept pushing east? And I think this is a pretty fun scenario. As the Roman Empire, as big as it got, it could have got bigger. I mean, I know it would have been hard, and it was already hard to keep this massive empire together. But hey, what if they just kept pushing east? In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the scenario. So, Rome, this is your second video on just you. And I think soon we'll be doing the What If Carthage Won the Punic War series. There will be 3 episodes, What If Carthage Won the First, Second, and Third, all with their own maps. So, yeah, anyways, let's jump straight into the scenario. As the first thing we're going to be seeing Rome doing is going on a little detour in Africa. As this nation I don't know the name of, they don't look strong. As with the Roman army being so much stronger than like everything on Earth, it's gonna go by pretty quick. Sorry to say it, poor small nation in Africa, but Rome is just too strong. As Rome gains this land, as they gain this land from the war, and this just wanting to keep their nation going, as Rome at this point is now a lot bigger than it was. And since they're this big, why not go after the Arabian Peninsula? As yes, this is going pretty quick, but just know that war took 5 years. And we see this nation making small incursions in, yeah, the Romans are fighting the barbarians or whatever it looked like. So just know they're not just focusing over here, they also got to fight these areas over here. But let's just say for fun, Rome was able to win against the barbarians, and so they don't have to worry about the barbarians or the German barbarians. But anyways, we're gonna be seeing the Romans make a massive push into Arabia, wanting to just gain as much land as possible. I think this is part of Rome. Yeah, this is. So, yeah, Roman forces do make the push, and I know this is a nation, and all of this massive chunk of land is not. They're just fighting the tribes in the area, and they're pushing through deserts, so it would look something like this. And I know this is not how the front lines look. They would look completely different. It would look actually more ancient, or like more older tactics, and it wouldn't be front lines. But for simplicity, it's just the front lines. As Rome is able to take what is now, or the area of Mecca and Medina, and just them having that area occupied, we would probably never see the rise of Islam. So, that's a massive alt-turn scenario. That's a scenario in itself. Oh, I just gave myself a video idea. Anyways, sorry about that. The Romans continue their push through the massive deserts of Arabia, as it's so hard to push through the desert, but they're doing it at such a good pace that it's surprising everyone. No one expected Rome to be pushing in a desert this good. As they are pushing through Arabia good. What am I saying again? Oh yeah, anyways, they're doing good in Arabia, as the desert can't stop, like, a shit ton of Romans. As Rome knocks out these nations down here, and finally, after, like, over 20 years of fighting, Rome gets what they want. As they gain all of this land, and, yeah, as they get ports over here as well, wanting to show that, wanting to get to, like, India, as they've heard tales of India, so they want a colony, just, why not? It's more land, and with the success that you've been going through, it's just better to have more land, because why not? I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm saying it. Start saying slurs. Anyways, the Romans have a wonderful time knocking out these nations. Surprisingly easy for them, as Rome just low-key has that aura. As it's Rome. I'm also gonna do one of what if Alexander the Great kept moving east or moved into India, fought the Romans. So yeah, but this is what Rome looks like now, and golly, they're doing good. But oh, there's some deal there's some stuff that has to be dealt with over here. So yeah. Anyways, they decide to keep expanding as they go up against all of Eurasia. I'm just kidding. They go up more of tribes in this area, and we're gonna make it this big just for simplicity and for fun, as they're more focusing like over here. And this is yeah, anyways, the Romans, since they defeated the barbarians, they can move into this area a little easier, as we see them pushing through this land with ease, as they destroy the Goths in what's modernly known as Romania, and they just destroy all of this area. They didn't really want a lot of it. It's just they just wanted to get it over with, and they're just sick of fighting barbarians, okay? As they get all of this land, which is a massive ton, which is a shit ton. So, yeah. Anyways, just let's erase these invisible borders that don't exist. And yeah. Rome has pushed deeper into Europe, pushed into Arabia. But what about their Persian enemies? Not the borders. Just their Persian enemies. And their Caucasian allies. Or what's now enemies. Yeah. They just, Roman men are running through mountains like they don't exist. And let's pretend that these mountains over here don't. As Rome is rapidly pushing into this area, but we see a coalition to stop them. The Chinese and pretty much all of the strong nations over here, as they all unite their forces to try to stop this Roman advance from pushing deeper into Asia. But you think that is seriously going to stop a nation with plot armor? Yes, as Rome gets stopped in their tracks. In the middle of this nation, they rapidly begin to slow down, as the Chinese and Indian armies begin, like, rapidly slow down the Romans. As the Romans also, or as these areas over here also, I mean, these areas down here rapidly fall. But Rome sends reinforcements, yada yada yada. They destroy these areas, yada yada yada. for the second time, you die. You can't win against Rome. Anyways, Roman forces push into this nation, but we see the Treaty of Athens. And in this treaty, the Romans decide to stop. It's at this point where they realize they have gotten as far as they want. They don't want to have control over these massive Indian armies. They don't want to own the world. They just want the glory. They just want their nation to live forever. They want their people to thrive. As in the Treaty of Athens, we see, or whatever Athens was called at the time, we see this whole area. We see Rome taking all of Persia, parts of India, and Rome has fulfilled their conquest. This is what they wanted. They're happy with what they have. As Rome's conquest is done. They've done everything. They have a permanent treaty with everyone over there. There's nowhere to keep expanding. Why would you push deeper into Africa? What's left of it that you know of is just desert. Why would you push into desert? You have mountains, you have deserts, you have the Swiss Alps. You have everything you can ever want. Except a stable empire. But this is the finished thing of Rome, and Rome goes back to normal. They slow down, and the world experiences peace for the first time in a while. If you enjoyed, you should like and subscribe. As Rome is a little bigger than what it was at the start, as they mostly just pushed into Arabia and Persia. But hey, that's all you need. Rome was already big enough, and with these, they're definitely bigger, and they might give the Mongol Empire a run for their money. As that we're gonna also do that. Anyways, have a wonderful day.